Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 79 of Sportycast Football. This is 343, and it's our first live broadcast of the season. In today's episode, we have quite a bit for you guys. We're going to react a little bit to the, I guess, the curtain raiser is what people call it, but the FA Cup final light is what Jason called it last week. So we're going to be reacting to that a little bit. Reviewing that slightly. And then today we're going to be having our first live draft, which is quite interesting to me. First time I'm kind of a part of something like this. It's going to be a draft between Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal, a combined 11 that our three amazing panelists that are with me here are going to be choosing. Aptly, AF is a Man United supporter, Jason is an Arsenal supporter, and Nikita is a Liverpool supporter. So we have a perfect balance. And I, unfortunately, do not count in the scenario. But my name is Liat Parker, and I'm joined, of course, by my usual friends here on the 343 Sportycast channel. How are you guys doing this evening? Are you guys excited for our first live of the season?
What a vibe. What a vibe. I see some hearts and all sorts of things. It's very well appreciated. Thanks, guys. Come join us. Come join our chat.
Yeah, embrace the raucousness that is about to unfold.
It's gonna get wild, to say the least.
Look, I thought I was here to keep the peace, but I feel like I'm going to be here to kind of initiate some, or instigate some issues. So I guess it's going to be a fine balance between the two, I suppose. But before we get there, let's quickly go to the Community Shield. I forgot actually what it was called for a second, but the Community Shield, and it was ended up going to penalty, surprisingly. None of us saw that coming, I guess, when we kind of made a prediction last week. So I guess United ended up playing fairly well to be scoring first and kind of taking it as deep as they did. AF, how did you find your team? How did you see the match? Did you enjoy it at least?
Good 90 minutes of match fitness in the book. That's all it was. I said that before the game. I'm going to say it afterwards. We just needed some match fitness, and we got that match fitness. Nobody got injured, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it because, like I said last week, a lot of those players didn't get any sort of match practice or preseason practice in the USA. So yeah, it was nice for them to get about 60 minutes to a full game in.
Yeah, I mean, were you surprised at all by the fact that you guys were able to kind of push them to penalties at the very least?
I wasn't actually surprised. I expected City to like do the deed in the 90 minutes, in all honesty. But United surprised me quite a bit in that second half. But I mean, Kevin De Bruyne not at full capacity. Erling Haaland looked like he didn't know what he was doing. Owen Nunes. But yeah, so United had that really good spell in the second half. But yeah, I didn't really mind the result. I'm just happy there weren't any injuries, to be honest.
I mean, the comment section is really getting a bit raucous. I mean, someone says Yasin says City was lucky, and Ziad says when last did AF actually enjoy the United game? Which is
it's been a while, eh? It's been a while. I'm not
FA Cup final. FA Cup final.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. That was a good 45 minutes.
It was a good 45 minutes. That's
45 minutes. Yeah.
Jason, last week we spoke about the youngsters of City that were going to kind of come into the fold and maybe see what they could have done. How did you find them? Oscar Bob, there was a fella in the middle. I can't remember his name. Played quite decently. How did you see their performances?
Yeah, it was always going to be a lopsided team. AF had alluded to that a lot of City's players and a lot of United's players as well were not a part of majority of that preseason. I think the Oscar Bob stocks are up. It's something about
Mm.
they are producing this similar type of left-footed creative player. It's like they're just churning it out of a factory. It's like Arsenal back in the day, were just signing a lot of French players. Like we'd have a French player in almost every position, and now they've just got the similar type of winger. And yeah, I think he's ready for a breakout season. I did like the midfield. I think he's the son is probably Riley or something
Oh,
like
there we
that.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he looked very composed. He's obviously not gonna get as many minutes as he did now over the weekend, but yeah, I think it's good. I think City have this ability to mash the 115 charges with the experience and the youth, and they seem to be doing well. So yeah, it showed over the weekend. Maybe it wasn't as fluid as we used to, but I mean that also means nothing for them. They can have the
Yeah.
worst start and they'll just kick in when they eventually need to. So yeah, I think Oscar
And
Bob is the one that I'm going to signal out, and he'll have a season.
and
Yeah,
I
and
would
if
just
you
enjoy saying Bob,
Mm.
Bob every week.
Bob and
Sounds
Weave.
if you
fun.
Wait for any commentator to use that Bob and Weave thing. I'm telling you,
Oh.
yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm calling it first game day against
Jim
Chelsea.
Biggin.
That's gonna happen.
Jim Biggin,
Nah,
bro.
yeah,
Calling it now.
Jim.
This guy
I
is
know,
watching
guys.
the stream and it's gonna steal my catchphrase.
If
and
you didn't watch our 10 players to watch this season, Oscar Bob was included in that list. So go ahead and check that out on our channel. We expect high quality things from him during the course of the season.
from that
Same.
cheap plug to another cheap plug, Jason, what do you say to rumors that you were on the golf course and you didn't actually watch this game?
I can neither confirm nor deny. No, but I was actually watching the game. I had an assignment that was due, so I kind of distracted myself. But actually, after the
I
first
mean,
30
the
minutes,
lie just went.
yeah,
Yeah,
look,
next
Stop.
level.
Quit while
after
you were
the
ahead.
first
Quit
30
while you were
minutes,
ahead.
I was like, let me actually do the assignment rather than leave the game because there's more joy in actually doing that work.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
deep.
but I was not on the golf course, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Nikita, I assume you didn't watch the game because it's probably too boring for you, or did you actually catch the
Ah.
game?
No, I actually gave up watching the paint dry after the first 45 and then
Okay.
caught some of the second half. It was really good. Honestly, I was quite impressed. The football was lekker, end to end. Yeah, wasn't just United picking a ball out of a net all the time. So it was very enjoyable. And yeah, I mean, unfortunate that a game like that has to go to pens, you know. But yeah, ultimately it is what it is. And as I've said, it's a leg stretcher, really,
Yeah.
just a curtain raiser for the season. So I'm sure
Pretty
everyone's
much.
glad it's under the belt, yeah. And now we can move on to the real shenanigans this weekend.
The
On
real
Friday,
shenanigans.
Friday night,
Friday.
apparently.
Clock
Yep.
Guys,
under the
Apparently.
light.
oh, hectic. I thought
At
The
Old
Premier
Trafford
League did
also.
away with this nonsense after last season. I mean, there were barely any Friday night games that were worth watching. That wasn't like Brentford versus Burnley on a Friday.
Yeah, now they're going straight to Old Trafford apparently. It's under the lights first time on a Friday night, which is going to be interesting. What did you feel? What was your take on Onana's antics? I guess we should call it. Where was it
He
against
did it in
Ireland?
preseason as well, and the exact same thing happened. So I don't understand why he did it again. He's just making himself look like a bigger knob than what he currently is.
There
Yeah, I
was an
mean,
interview that he had done where he said he's going to take more risks in the
yeah,
season. And I'm not sure what was he doing last season. Or what is going to be different, or is this anytime any penalty gets? I mean, the bra that's going to miss, no? You are. I hope it's not an Arsenal player, but the day that he gets it right is the day that is going to it's going to break the internet.
I think he was a bit too safe last season, maybe if you could say that. I mean, or he played within himself, but it's because I think he was making a lot of mistakes and he kind of was he had no self-belief. Yeah, but now I think he has a lot more self-belief, which is what's Yasin put in chat. And I think that I guess it could only improve him, I suppose. especially with playing with his feet. And he also said in the chat that Ahmad is a good player. He also was someone that we think is going to do well this season. Just last thing, how did you see Ahmad playing, and is it good omens for the future?
Yeah, no, like Rami said now in the chat as well, we can't afford Ahmad to get injured. I think he's had the best preseason out of our entire team, and he just looks like a reborn player. He's playing with so much confidence. He's taking on plays the way that we want wingers to take them on, and yeah, I'm happy for the guy, and I hope that he kicks on.
Yeah, I mean, it was for me personally. I was a bit bored. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's I was low key excited when it started, and as the first half went on, I was there wasn't, the quality isn't there, man. Like obviously, it's not going to be there because of, like we said now, the preseason and players that weren't really playing, stretching the legs for the first time, things like that. But yeah, it didn't inspire much confidence in me. It doesn't really. I guess the Community Shield as a whole doesn't really inspire me to kind of watch it, especially when the football on show is subpar, which is not their fault. Obviously, it's a preseason game. So I'm sure on Friday night when United come out, it will be much better, and they'll kind of show exactly what they have for the season, and I think it's going to be good for them. But yeah, I'm not sure. We're gonna, just before we get to the live draft, though, we're gonna wait for Nikita to get back, and hopefully,
in the time that we wait for Nikita to get back, and we speak about the fact that against City on opening day, do you think Chelsea will be able to field 5 different teams?
I think so. I think while we wait to get our host back and our other participants, yeah, they're moving crazy, and it's actually, I'm waiting for that FFP to come down, but it seems to be avoiding them. It's going like the thread goes to London, and then it's like it skirts away to like Merseyside, because I heard Everton now might start the season. Might start the season with another deduction because they hadn't declared like 6 mil profit or like something silly like that, where Chelsea are literally signing a player every day. They've got about 53 players on the books, and if it's not there, it's on the other books in France at Strasbourg. So yeah, it's crazy. They could literally, if you divide it up, and what's that, 90 minutes, you can see I don't know maths, but every 15 minutes they could freaking change the team the whole time. That's like 6 different changes, right? And it's actually sickening.
And they're still making transfers as well, I think.
Yasin mentioned in the chat that like they're using the kids as pure profit over at Chelsea, and I think that like as much as we make fun out of Booley and the way that he's running the club, like the fact that he's doing that, he's balancing the books quite well from that point of view. But also, Ziad says in the chat, like, can't you only have 25 in a squad? But I think they still have enough homegrown players in their first team in order to field different amounts of first 11s, because I think the people that come through the academy, the kids that come through the academy, they don't have to be declared in that 25 player squad.
That's interesting. But also, I think the fact that I think they need to sell Conor Gallagher as well because of that whole pure profit situation. I think that will help them.
But I think he's gone already, isn't it?
No, I think it's
isn't that whole deal collapsed?
No. So Gallagher. So the way I understand it is that Gallagher is done. Chelsea waited until he signed for Atletico, and then they pulled the plug on the other guy. What's his name? Amori.
Yeah. I don't think so, bro. I think it's still hinging on now, and I think they're gonna try and leverage the Gallagher to get João Felix back again. But from what I was reading, maybe we're not reading the same, or I'm reading different.
No, I saw the same thing.
I think that Gallagher deal is still somewhat on for some. I mean, not on. It's off for now, but it can be put back on. Like it's a bit tricky.
For some reason.
Yeah.
It's crazy how them in Barcelona have some sort of tricks. I'm telling you.
Mm.
They have some sort of, I don't know what sort of tricks that they have going on, but I mean, at least they don't sign a striker for 65 million.
That's going to do well for you, and you'll come back to this podcast, and you'll be very upset.
Nikita, is your connection sorted out now?
Nope.
I guess not.
Nope.
Don't think so.
If this carries on, then I think Riaz is going to have to take Nikita's spot in the draft.
No.
And he's not able to handle it.
No.
And the thing is,
I'll
Riaz
do my
used to
best
be a
to keep him
Liverpool
fit.
supporter secretly before, so.
I remember how he cheered on
That
Liverpool.
is not true.
And yeah.
I definitely cheered them. I'll give you that much. I cheered them, but I did not low-key support them. I just supported my sister who supports Liverpool. You know, I was being a good brother.
That's the excuse, no?
Just, you know,
That's the excuse.
Anyway. Yeah, it is the excuse actually. But once they won the Premier League, I never supported them again. So it's all good. I can't support the leaders and the winners. I have to support the underdogs. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
I see Carlo in the chat asking, is everyone in Chelsea going to get some game time? Brother, I hate to disappoint you over there. I don't think there's any chance that all 46 players are going to get game time this season. I think that's the number that I did this weekend. They have 46 first
maybe they play
players.
a different 11 every week. They just play a different 11 every week and chop and change it.
Yeah, but that doesn't help them, right? Because that's exactly what happened last time as well. And they had little to no continuity. And then, look, I don't mind it. They can try and figure something out, and they can take as long as they need to. But yeah, it's just like, it seems like there's no real direction there. And this is anybody that's signing for Chelsea at this stage, I don't know. It's the same qualm that I have locally when players are leaving to go sign for like Mamelodi Sundowns. I support Mamelodi Sundowns, but like, yo, bro, it's like you're gonna get paid now, and you will smell the game as one of the squad members that sit in their little private box. You're gonna wait years. So yeah.
It's a pity.
I think we should maybe just start with the live draft. And Riaz, you're going to have to fill in for Nikita. And whatever bad decisions you make, you're going to have to deal with it with her.
Is she going to carry on from where I leave her off?
Something like that.
Okay,
something
I can sabotage her, is what you're saying.
Essentially.
Well, whatever you want to call it, like we won't be the judge. We won't judge you for that one.
Okay, but if maybe we should. I mean, for those that are locked in, and while we are waiting, maybe also just to buy some time, maybe we can go through the sort of format that we're going to go through, and then we can just talk. So yeah, if I'm gonna hand it to you, then I'll jump in where there's a gap.
Yeah, so it's going to be a normal snake style draft. And Nikita had the first pick, but unfortunately she is dropping off. So Riaz will take her spot until she's has a stable connection again. And then I will go second, Jason will go last, and then second round it will be vice versa, and so it will go. There will be 11 different rounds for the different positions on the field. Each player will have their own full 11. Riaz, am I missing anything?
And then we obviously have for each round we have a specific pool of players that we can pick from. And then once that player is picked, they are off the table. They cannot be picked by the rest of us, or whoever must pick second or third. We have to sort out our formations before the time so that we can pick accordingly.
Yeah,
that's
good. This pool of players is made from the current team. So because De Ligt and Mazraoui and all these players are coming through, they haven't been announced yet by the club, so they're not a part of the club, so they are not eligible to be selected.
That's AF
And Nikita's
Scopium for saying that. That's AF Scopium for saying that they might have been picked for his team if they were here, but
might have,
they're not
might
here,
have,
so he
might
can't pick
have.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't say yes.
Okay, so
with
I think we can go ahead, seeing that it
Okay,
seems like
Nikita's
Nikita has a
back.
stable
Woohoo.
connection. I think he said hopefully.
We just need to hear
Hi,
some
Emma.
form of communication from that side.
Yeah, before I start sabotaging a team.
Well, if she has a stable connection, then you won't need to sabotage your team anymore.
Yeah,
And we
that's
can't
the thing.
hear you. And I'm just going to unmute your mic.
This is not
There
being
we
a
go.
good evening. Technical difficulty perspective. This is dreadful. But yeah, I am nonetheless. Apologies.
All good, all good.
Nikita, we have a request here. Need a guitar riff.
I don't think
she got that.
Yeah. Okay, so we can see her. I don't think she can hear any of the banter.
I can hear
don't
you
think-
intermittently. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, now it seems to be a bit stable, but it seems like it's gonna go. So that's unfortunately a no to the guitar riff. Sorry, Ramiz.
Yeah. Sorry, Ramiz.
I used to jazz scat in my spare time,
It'll
but
be
I don't think that's what I need right now.
Can you
Let's
guys
just,
hear me now?
We can hear you. We've been hearing
Yeah, we
you
can
all
actually.
this time.
That's actually better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get the show on the road then. Sorry for holding you up.
Let's go.
Okay, this actually works. This is better. Nikita, I'm going to start you off actually because you are the one that has on Women's Month the right to pick first here in the first round of
Excellent.
goalkeepers.
I like your thinking. I like your
Right.
thinking. I like your thinking. Unfortunately,
So
it
out
is
of the
not.
goalkeepers,
Tell me.
okay, goalkeepers, you have Alison Becker, Marcelo Pitaluga, Comin Kelleher, Altay Bayendir, Tom Heaton, Andre Onana, Aaron Ramsdale, David Raya, and Carl Hayne. Please make your pick for the
Look, it's
position.
very close. It's very close between Ramsdale and Ellison, but I'm going to have to go with Ellison just purely based on the fact that he is, about 500,000 times better than anyone else on that list. So, cool. Thank you.
Fair enough. I think that was a good first pick there for you, especially in the goalkeeper
Maybe we should have
position.
started with strikers.
That would have been more interesting, yeah, I suppose. AF, you are up.
I'm going David Raya. Like, no brainer there.
This one is embarrassing, man. Pick your keeper.
No brainer.
Onana. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with the madman, Africa Unite, Andre Onana. In a 4-3-3 formation, mind you, okay? So four
Okay.
defenders. Not 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 4 attackers, because that would be good.
And Nikita, what are you going with?
I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
Ooh,
Slot
FIFA
four.
tactics. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fairly standard, I suppose. Are you sure you're not going to go with Ramsdale there, Jason? Are you very sure?
I'm not very sure. That 500,000% better than anybody else threw me off. But I'm gonna go with a guy that played a bit of football last season, as opposed to Ramsdale, who played limited.
I would just choose Ramsdale. I would choose Ramsdale over Onana. No disrespect.
So would I.
I need personality.
I think Ramsdale is a personality.
Yeah. I need a guy
So
that's gonna be
giving
crazy.
away goals.
People are crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys mentioned starting with a striker earlier, and we had Damon in the chat saying first overall pick Darwin Núñez.
Yeah.
So
Damon is the guy. Damon is the guy.
He knows what's up. Okay, so since the first picks are done for the goalkeepers, we're going to move on to right back now. Some of the right backs that you guys are able to choose from: Joe Gomez, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Connor Bradley, Diego Dallo, Ben White, and Takehiro Tomiyasu. So Jason, because you were picked last, you now have the ability to pick first.
Clint, he's gonna say it with his
I'm gonna
chest.
go with the must-stand English right back for the Gunners, Ben White.
Good
Yo.
start.
Okay.
Good
Yeah,
start.
Sorry.
yeah.
My tan doesn't look so liquor in this lighting here. Ben White.
Oh goodness. If who is your pick and why is
If
it
he's
not
that
Trent
full of Ben White
Alexander-Arnold?
on his list, I can see it because he had
Yeah.
Ben White as well.
No, I have Trent as first.
Never.
No, that's a lie. No one has
Don't take
Trent as
Trent.
first. No one has
I have
Trent as
Trent
first.
as first. It's just you that don't have Trent as first.
You're
Yeah,
all
and
lying to
luckily you're
yourselves.
not lying.
Okay,
so
so
you
is that-
Trent is my right back.
okay.
Good call.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Nikita, you are.
I'm gonna go with
Connor
makes it
Bradley.
tough for me. Conor Bradley, yeah. Conor Bradley.
Wow.
Conor
It's a good
Bradley.
shot. It's a good shot.
I mean, who else am I gonna select? Joe Gomez? Never.
What about
Dalot.
Diogo Dallo? Nooit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna select him, man, just because you have a nice haircut every week. No way. I'm going with
The
Conor
fate
Bradley.
is always in, eh?
Yeah, nah. That fate is gekap, my bro. Yo, it looks like
Well,
every week. But no.
we already established the kind of pretense that we're picking people due to personality. So I mean, the haircut should also be, you know.
Fair.
We're moving on to left backs and left back options: Costa Simicas, Andrew Robertson, Tyrell Malacia, Luke Shaw,
who's that?
Harry Amos,
Wait, I want to get my pie quickly.
Kieran
Ew.
Tierney, Yuran Timber, Jakub Kiwior, Alexander Zinchenko. I'm going to throw in Joe Gomez and Takehiro Tomiyasu as well, just because
Yeah.
they can play there. So you can pick them if you
Yeah.
want to. But Nikita, you up. First pick for you.
Am I? It's not AF.
Mm-mm.
No,
They have
no.
decided you want
Okay.
second all the way through.
Lekker. I am gonna go with the most underrated left back in the history of the Premier League, but he's probably the second best left back ever to have played in the Premier League. Andy Robertson. So I'm very happy with my team so far. This is working out.
Did you just say the second best left back to have ever played in the Premier League?
Absolutely. Only
Okay,
Ashley
so
Cole is
go
better
on.
than him. Fight
Okay.
me. Fight me. Who is
You're
better
forgetting about a
than
man
Andy
called
Robertson?
Dennis Owen. Just by the
Dennis
way.
Owen can maybe lace Robbo's shoes. But
Not even his
Robbo,
boots. His shoes.
his shoes, his Oxfords, not his boots, never. No, I'm sorry, it's Robbo for me. He's so underrated. 50, over 60 assists, runs up and down. The man's gonna have to retire at like 35 because he's just gonna be his back's gonna be broken. It's already like this.
He's going to be the next James
Yes.
Milner playing till he's 50.
Okay.
Robertson is off the table, AF. Robertson is off the table. I know all of you
Sorry.
wanted to pick him, but he is off the
I
table.
was
Owen
never
is
going
not
for
on the table.
Robertson. Luke Shaw is my number one pick. Like, no two ways about it. Luke Shaw, left back for
Luke
me.
Shaw, are you okay? Is alles alright?
Very well, thank you.
No.
Okay. Fair,
Luke
fair.
Shaw.
That makes me a double Arsenal fullback position. I'm going Urian Timber, Mr.
Okay.
Body Feint himself.
It's
He faints himself so hard he gets injured, huh? That's how it goes.
Yeah. When you turn too fast,
Yeah.
something that Vicky van der Ven also has.
No,
quite,
you get injured in a
fitness.
straight line.
Yeah.
You don't need to turn.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so we're having a
Urian
bit of
Timber.
a kind of a pattern emerging here with two Liverpool fullbacks, two Arsenal fullbacks, and two United fullbacks on each of your teams.
Yeah, that's weird. Actually, you guys are very biased towards your team. I'm just honest. I'm just
What do you
being
mean?
wait, hold
I
on.
have one United player in my team.
Yeah, I was gonna
Coming
say actually,
factual.
AF actually has Trent. I forgot about that. I forgot about
Oh
it
yeah,
completely.
sorry. AFP. Okay.
Who went first? Nikita, you go first there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
Jason.
Jason, some centre backs that you have to have to offer for you. Virgil van Dijk, Konate. I suppose I'm going to give you Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. I don't suppose you'd want them. I don't suppose you'd want Sepp van der
Keep
Berg.
them, it's fine.
I
Keep
don't
them,
suppose
it's
you
fine.
want Gerald Kwanzaa. I don't suppose you want
Who's
Victor Lindelof.
What's wrong with Kwanzaa?
Harry
Guy's a
Maguire,
player.
Lissandro Martinez, Lenny Yoro, Johnny Evans, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Ricardo Calafiori.
Can I just say before Jason makes his pick, when we discussed Lenny Yoro on our transfer episode, Jason, in his verbatim words, he called him supreme. So if he doesn't pick
true.
him now, I'm actually going to.
Well,
Then
that doesn't
it was a
mean
lie, basically.
no. It doesn't
Yeah,
mean the
yeah.
others aren't better than like they can be better
Yeah,
than
he's
Supreme.
supreme, but that's because I can't describe the other guys that I'm gonna pick. They're indescribable. Yeah, so I think that if Saliba is to snatch VVD's crown, right, then he would obviously become the best centre back in the Prem. But while I have the option, and this might divide Arsenal fans, but I think Verge did set the precedent for the centre backs recently. So I'm going to go VVD.
I love
Virgil
that. I
van
love that
Dijk.
pick. I
Yeah.
love that
And
pick
that's
from
not
you.
to say that I don't want Saliba, because I really do. But yeah, I'm going to go VVD.
I
And
love
please,
that pick. I love that.
Arsenal fans, do not disown me. I'm still the same guy that you once knew.
AF, we come to you next.
And that actually plays well for me because I have Saliba as my first pick.
Uh-huh.
And that makes him off the table for Jason.
That's fine.
And for Nikita as well, Nikita, two the best centre backs in the league have gone. Who are you going to take from what's left?
Did we
Does
lose
she
her
fall
again?
for the third?
Who did you pick?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. No, I'm not forfeiting anything. Just calm your tits there, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Who did you pick, Dave? I just missed that.
I drafted Saliba.
Ah, poor thing.
Let me just see what the
Okay.
comments are. Comments are probably a mistake, to be honest.
Then it's easy. Then it's an easy pick. It's Ibrahima Konate.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I really
Easy.
didn't want to pick him. But, I mean, yeah.
Okay. But you
disappointingly,
can
I
still
went
do
to
both at
Konate.
once because you have another. Yeah, because you are the first pick next time. So
Oh, I'm gonna go with Johnny Evans.
He's fake.
are
He's
you
fake,
are you
that's
for
why.
real?
He's
I'm
fake.
gonna come to that comment like now, but I just want to get to Nikita quickly.
No,
your
I'm
centre
saying
backs-
Jason's fake.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we know he's
Oh,
fake,
yeah.
but I mean,
Jordan, so we know he's like,
just quickly, I just want to confirm this. Just confirm this for me. So your two defenders are Konate and Johnny Evans.
Yeah, Evans can play
What?
at left centre back. He's got the career. He's got the titles. He's done it at more than one club. He's a homegrown player. I mean, what more would you want
That's
from your
wild.
centre back?
I think that our selection criteria is so off here, because if you're saying he's won the titles, right, but you're not going to put Dennis Irwin and you're going to put Robbo, who's won one
Is
title.
Is Dennis Irwin on this list? Is Dennis
No.
Irwin on this list?
But I mean,
So now-
you referencing that, then we need to
Wow.
look at the sort of parameters. But it's fine, because now it
No.
also plays into my hands.
No,
Because I have
no, it doesn't at all, because we're working on this list. This list is absolute shite, right? This list is haunted. I'm not going to select Calafiori. Who the hell is he? I'm not going to select Gabriel. He's like the third best Gabriel in the Premier League. I'm not going to select the Butcher. The Butcher is Curtly Arendse, who plays with the Springboks. Get the grip, guys. Get the grip. He's not even the Butcher's boy. So I'm sorry. Johnny Evans, my pick. He's
Fair
done
enough.
it.
Fair enough. That's brave of you. And then I want to come to that comment quickly that says no Saliba for Jason. That's wild. And I'm going to agree with AF and tell. Unfortunately, the evidence has been there that says that Jason is fake. Then we're going to move on from there and go to you, AF. Your next pick for the centre back, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to what Nikita said now, and I'm choosing the Butcher. Like, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. Like, you can't overlook that guy.
It's no brain. You are quite right.
United's defense literally suffers without him, and yeah,
That's true.
so
That's
literally
true.
a no-brainer.
Okay, Jason, your final pick for your centre back. It's actually quite obvious, surely.
Yeah,
Harry Maguire,
100% not.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be
Unreal.
Gabriel Michaelis, the best Gabriel. And I think
He's not even the best
in-
Gabriel in your team, bruh.
Who is the best Gabriel in my team then, Nikita? Come on.
If you say Jesus,
Must be
then I'm
Jesus.
gonna laugh.
The man
Just
who
'cause his
walks on water,
name-
Martinelli. Martinelli.
That's fair.
He's not
That's also
I
fair.
think
Martinelli.
if you want to talk about Robertson being underrated in the Arsenal team, I think Gabriel is quite
Yeah,
underrated.
in
also
the
true.
Arsenal team, because your team is
Yeah.
Arsenal. In the Premier League, Robertson is underrated. Gabriel doesn't make a top 50 list of Premier League centre backs. That's my opinion this evening. Honestly, I'm very shocked that you went with
Okay,
it.
no, I mean
I'm
that's
shocked.
fair. He's played 3 seasons, right? So if he's making the top 50, then okay, that is
I
something
didn't. I
else.
said
But
he
I'm gonna go
doesn't make a
Gabriel.
top 50. He doesn't
Yeah,
make a
yeah,
top
no,
50.
no, 100%, and that's fine because he hasn't played long enough to be in that bracket there. But I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Nat Phillips has played longer than him. Should have gone with Nat Phillips. The Scouse, who could he be? Like, yeah, he's legit. Okay, is it my turn now?
So now, no. Now that we've got the defense and the keeper sorted, we're going on to central midfielders, and there's a long list. I'm not going to give you all of them. I'm just going to ask you to pick one. Jason, it's on you. You are the starter in this situation. You said you were going to play a 4-3-3. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to pick anyone, any kind of. You can pick a CDM. You can pick a centre mid. You can pick anyone. This is just a midfield. So with them, I'll allow them to pick the cams first if they would like. But
Ooh.
this is your midfield now, and you can start, please, Jason. Pick one of the midfielders that are of the
Yeah.
options.
This hurts. I'm gonna go Big Declan Rice, Basmati. Yeah,
Fair
metronome.
enough.
I think he had a big influence in my team. Yeah, that's who I'm going with.
Okay, fair enough. AF, up to you.
I've got Kobe Maino.
Okay.
I didn't made sure to note that down earlier today. That was going to be my first midfield pick, no matter what. And yeah, I'm just happy that
And
It's obviously a
nobody
very
else went
biased
before me for that.
situation.
I want to ask you
Team
where you're playing him. Also, is he sitting?
He's sitting
Just so
here.
that I can get.
So I'm playing a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I want to just check if he's sitting. Okay, making sure. Nikita, up to you. Your first midfield pick, please.
This is not in order of midfield picks, right? This is a strategic.
Yeah, you can pick any of the midfield that you would like.
Hmm.
You can pick one of your CDMs. You can pick your cam.
Okay. I'm gonna have to, because Kobe is out. I'm gonna go with Scott McTominay.
Okay. Where are you playing him, as the cam or as the setting?
No, I have two settings because I'm playing a 4-2-3-1. So it's one of my setting.
One of the setting. Okay, fair enough. And then you can pick the next one as well if you want to pick a setting or your cam. It's your go.
Yeah, I'm picking Alexis McAllister next to Scott McTominay.
Okay, fair enough. That's a decent midfield. AF, you up?
The goals.
Yeah, it seems that way. No one's sitting really. But you have
next
Johnny
to-
Evans there, so it's fine.
Next to Kobe, I have Casemiro. Keeping it a United midfield over there.
What's going on here with these picks, guys?
Yeah,
with
no.
these
I
picks?
think we should, next up, we should not have picks from our own team that we support.
That's good. That's
Because-
that's smart. I like that.
Because you guys are
No.
far too biased for your trash players.
And you
Shocking.
can't say anything to Nikita because she has Johnny Evans at the back. Unfortunately, we can't now say anything to her.
But that's not bias. That's just that's
And
overall
Yes.
Scott McTominay.
silly.
That's
Scott
just
McTominay.
weird.
Yeah, again, also overall silliness.
McTominay over
Silliness.
Casemiro is wild.
Yeah.
My team, Casemiro literally has like half of Harry Kane's biscuit ankles as a kneecap. You get the grip. Scott McTominay's got that legs. He's got that engine room. Guys, come on. How can you not love Scott McTominay?
Rameez,
20
that is fair. That is fair.
Rameez.
Rameez.
I got 20 goals in that midfield, Rameez. 20 goals in that midfield. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, then pick him as your striker or something.
Yeah.
I can't. He was in the midfielders column. This is your rules that I'm playing by here. Okay.
Jason, the strategic pick. This is gonna have to be strategic from your side, because there's a few
So
that I
obvious.
feel like you could use. But I feel like you're going to have to go strategy here since yours is a 4-3-3.
Yeah, no, I've got Odegaard
Yeah,
as
fair
the
enough.
midfielder. Yeah,
Fair enough.
goes without saying.
Okay.
That's fair enough. And then you can somehow go for your other one as well.
Lekker, mooi. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Bruno Fernandes. Yeah,
Okay.
surprise, surprise. He divides quite a bit of the fan base, but I think given a proper defense and maybe a better midfield, we can see the real Bruno. So yeah, that's
And a
Bruno.
full front lobotomy because his attitude sucks.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a psychologist in there to just support him for a bit, especially when he's playing
Yeah.
next to Martin. He's gonna need some head.
That's actually a
head
dope midfield, eh? That's actually a
That
really
is-
cool midfield. Martin and Bruno, I must say. Very creative. You guys are going to concede on moves a lot of goals, but nonetheless.
We'll also see if they get to score. It depends on what strikers he's going to be able to get in this pick. But
They can score. That's goals. That's goals. That's
That's good.
21 goals in that midfield. I've only got 20.
Easy.
if the last one, your cam, please, that you would like to pick.
So my primary cam pick was Odegaard, but
Okay.
seeing that he's off
You're
the table now, I'm going
You're
Mason Mount.
Ooh.
Mason Mount, the shadow
Oh,
striker from the
okay.
weekend.
Correct.
Pick Mason Mount.
Correct.
Are you playing with a 4-2-2-1? Because Mount is going to be injured.
If he's on the field, he's not going to see the ball. Shame that first half, he running
Ah.
up and down without seeing the ball at all.
Poor man. It
Yeah,
was
no.
a run out, remember? It was to get the match.
Oh yeah, just to get the match, but I forgot. Sorry, it wasn't about getting the ball.
Mm.
Nikita, your cam for me, please. Not much choices that you
Nah,
have. I'm
I'm
not gonna
done.
lie. Are you done? No, you have
I'm
one
done.
more. Your cam.
Nah, I'm playing a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, so I want your cam, please.
No. I mean, I don't want to select from midfielders. No, I'm playing a false 9. So just you calm your socks there.
A false 9 and
I'm
a
done.
striker.
So
Yeah.
you're playing a CF and a striker, essentially.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pick
we did
two.
it for
So
you.
then, are you gonna pick two from the strikers? Then is that what I'm hearing?
Correct.
Okay,
I am.
fair enough.
So my
Then you
winger.
can-
So my winger is
Yeah. No, wait.
obviously
Hold on. Because this is midfielders, I want to take your false 9. So I want you to take from the strikers your false 9, please. Darwin Nunes, Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, Ethan Wheatley, Gabriel Jesus, Eden Nketiah, or Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz. False
Okay.
9.
I like that. I like that. That's fair enough.
Done.
Now you can pick your winger, please.
Now my winger is Mo Salah. Cheers, guys. It's been emotional. We're beating both of your teams already. Kai Havertz.
Okay,
and
so
Mo Salah.
after a very dodgy, it's fair to say, midfield CDM picks and centre back picks, Nikita has now come to the forefront of this draft. I have to say that. AF, your winger, please. One of your wingers.
So yeah, right wing Bukayo Saka.
Okay. Robertson's gonna
I just looked at that look on Jason's face. It's like you want to do like cry, but you couldn't.
Nah, still, bro. I was actually gonna limp off the stream now, to be honest. Let me see. For my right wing, I think I'll possibly go with and this is I'm gonna go with Garnacho, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
give some speed. Yeah.
You can
What's
pick
the
your left wing
Argentinian
also.
guy that played for United? He also had like one season where he like won the league for you guys against Villa. What is his name?
Argentinian.
Is he Argentinian?
He scored that debut goal.
That's Kiko Makeda, Italian.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
Oh, Makeda.
Oh.
Makeda. Yeah, like Garnacho reminds me of him.
The one goal wonder.
Yeah.
Not one goal. It was a season, was it? Back end of the season or something. I don't know.
Jason,
There is something about Garnacho that doesn't sit liquor.
That's fair.
Nah.
I actually agree with that. But I don't think Jason had much choices at this point. Jason, when you go to the barber, do you ask for the Mo Salah? Ramesh asked that question. Is that true?
No, I don't. But I think one of these days I need to actually upload footage because I used to play footy here in Heideveld, and as soon as I pull up there, people would start shouting Mo Salah, Mo Salah. Like I kid you not, it would be everywhere. So yeah,
It's probably
Our
because they
very
watched you
own.
on the field, so
it's
they
quite
know
common.
of the level.
I played probably Mo Salah early days, so maybe Basel. Although he did very well there, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not
enough.
anywhere close to the Mo Salah that we know. But yeah.
Jason, after your brilliant pick of Alejandro Garnacho, I'm going to ask you to pick your other winger, please, for me.
My other winger. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gabriel Martinelli.
Okay.
I'm going full out speed here, bro. Like I will have defenders to defend. I will have midfielders that can play balls in behind, and I'll have wingers. It is actually a tough one, because I actually really wanted to pick Leandro Trossard because, in terms of output, he's been probably pound for pound the best signing that we've made in recent times. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Martinelli because the stocks are high there, and I believe.
Okay.
You don't buy on a high,
Oh, that's fair. You buy on the dip that he's currently on, and we hope that he increases.
At least you don't have to spend 65 million for him.
Yeah, I just what exactly what Jason just said now. I'm going Trossard as my left winger, and that's just based on his amazing season that he had last year.
Fair enough. That's completely fair. Nikita, your other winger, and why is it either Cody Gakpo or Diogo Jota?
It's Cody Gakpo because I think he seems to be the business, huh? He's the business on the left, and I honestly wonder what the hell Klopp and Linders were thinking ever not playing him on the left. He looked the business during the Euros. He looked the business there for us. He looked terrible on the weekend, but yeah, Cody Gakpo.
Fair enough. And
all about that Netherlands.
So I just wanna confirm that nobody picked Anthony.
That is correct.
Okay.
I don't know where your hopes were with that one.
Yeah, if there was a worst 11.
I really am hurting, Nikita.
I don't know, man. Nikita's picked Scott McTominay, so I don't know.
I'm telling you now, my team beats you 1-0. Like literally, I'm scoring 10 goals against you.
I wanna pick one at the end. I wanna actually do this, and I wanna pick one at the end.
No, but you have to pick from everybody that's left.
That's left.
No, yeah. I mean, like out of the three of you, I wanna see, like, I wanna actually make a decision on who has the best squad.
No, that's what the chat is for. The chat has to decide.
The chat's already decided that I have the best squad already, and I haven't even selected my other winger yet. Well, sorry, I must select my striker.
Yeah, please, and do that now if you don't mind.
Yes. This is an easy one, man. This is an easy one. It's Nketiah, the rapper.
I'm not sure if you're being serious or not, so I'm going to ask you to re-lock that in, please.
It's Nketiah.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Just making sure. I just thought there was a bit of... Okay.
Who else are the choices Nunes?
Yeah, Darwin. I thought you were going to go with Darwin.
Negative.
Jesus,
I want goals. Hell no.
Oh, you don't want to go with woodwork merchants. You need goals, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I need goals. I need actual legitimate goals. So I'm going with someone from the continent, homegrown. Please note how homegrown my team is. Yes, Nketiah, the rapper.
Fair enough. AF, you're the striker to round out your team, please.
This summarizes it quite well over here. Nikita is just speaking for vibes.
No, he didn't say Nikita is speaking for vibes. Someone is speaking for vibes.
Check here. That's the only person that's speaking for vibes here.
I'm not speaking for vibes. My team is gonna be better rappers than you. I'm better squad than you guys.
Yeah, I'm picking Oyland. Like there's no hiding the fact that I like that guy. So I mean, imagine not picking him. Could never be me. Could never.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. He bores me to death. He's like a typical Danish. I don't know. It's like an apple Danish. I'm not excited by that. There's nothing exciting
No,
about
man,
it.
it's because these players don't pass him the ball. If they just pass him the ball, he'd be better, guys. Come on, he won't be as boring.
Okay. Okay. Wake me up. Can we talk again in May 2025? Let me see how many goals Ebra scored.
That's
I'm
fair.
getting
I'm going to take this.
being fed by
That's-
Kai Havertz. 30
Oh
goals.
gosh, that Arsenal
Golden
connection
back.
is. Jason, your final pick, please, to round out your team. I'm also going to give you, just for vibes, because we're picking on vibes, I'm going to give you the option of having Marcus Rashford up front. If you so want him, you can have him up front.
Nah, it's still blue. You hold on to that for your imaginary team that you must put together.
Okay, fair enough. I
Put
just
him as
want to give you options.
commanding center like that. Now I'm gonna round it off, and I think the 3 Gabriels in my team is what edges it. So I'll go Jesus walks. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So Jason's last pick is Gabriel Jesus. AF, how are we doing this? How are you showing me these teams? Because I can barely keep track of what just happened.
So I have a note down here. I'm gonna formulate everything, and you guys can have a chat amongst yourselves
Okay.
and entertain the audience while I do all of this stuff.
Are we getting the audience to I'm gonna have the audience to like while you are basically formulating that, audience, please, out of your humble opinion, whose team do you think kind of, whose team would you like to play with? Whose team would you like to manage? Just like let me know. We have a bit of some people have sold out. I mean, everyone I think sold out at some point. What I can remember is AF picked Trent, which is a sellout, which is ridiculous. Jason picked. Oh gosh, Jason, you sold out, right?
Virgil van Dijk. Yeah,
Oh
I
yes,
went
you
Virgil
picked
van Dijk over
Virgil. There you
Saliba.
go.
Yeah.
That is the right answer.
That's true. That is true. So that's why I forgot that it
It's
was
not
actually
the
a
wrong
sellout.
answer.
And then Nikita picked Evans.
I picked a lot of cool players, and I promise you, I've thought about this long and hard. Because there's literally zero. Okay, there's one player that I didn't get that wasn't in my original 11 when I did it this afternoon. One
Okay,
player, and that was
who would
Declan
you
Rice.
apply?
It was Declan
Okay.
Rice. It was Rice.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
And my
Then,
second option was Scott McTominay.
That's fair enough. Jason, was there anyone that you what was off the table that you wanted to pick that you kind of couldn't pick?
Yeah, I did want to go. So I first wanted to go Alisson Becker. And then I also, I mean, those 2 wingers are obviously the standout options. Both Salah and Saka. Those are the most popular ones, and rightfully so. Surprise, surprise! I got the midfield that I wanted from the start.
That is surprising.
So yeah, Rice, Odegaard, Bruno. But I think I was thrown off by the fact that Nikita went with Scott McTominay. I knew AF would go for Kobe. And yeah, he's good, but I'm gonna take Rice over him. And then yeah, possibly I did have Robbo there as well. So yeah.
I think what helped you is the fact that you were playing that 4-3-3 where you only needed one CDM really, whereas AF and Nikita needed the 2 sitters. So that kind of gave you the opportunity to get that.
Yeah. So I also did have Havertz, which was going to be my striker. So yeah, I did lose out on that as well, but it's okay. I think I've got a very balanced team. I think my defense is really good, and that will allow my front line to do what they need to do.
That's it. I mean, I think, you know what would have helped you, Nikita? Don't you agree? The fact what would have helped you and given you more options to actually have a decent team was to have some Spurs players in there, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need water boys for my team, for sure.
Somebody has to entertain the crowd at halftime.
Exactly.
Practice is
Right,
rugby
and we
conversion.
kick vibes. They like playing touch rugby there in the middle.
Sonny can just shake hands with all his friends that he hasn't seen for so many years. Just halftime walk.
We can take Dominic Solanke. You can do that skywalk there. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah, no.
Look, we have to get some sort of return on our investment at some point somehow. So yes,
you underestimate Solanke. I honestly thought when he played for us, he looked good in patches. I mean, obviously didn't get a lot of game time. I mean, we were playing with Bobby at that time, etc.
Mm.
But honestly, I really think, especially his last year, I would say 18 months at Bournemouth, he's really developed.
Mm.
I
No,
mean,
I
don't
don't
put the
agree.
price tag out of your mind. Put the price tag out of your mind.
That's the problem. That
He
is
is
the
a
problem.
he's a good quality English striker. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say he's gonna be Harry Kane, but
Yeah.
And what
he's
he's
really
like
good.
what 25, right? 25, 26 maybe.
He's pretty young. If he's
Yeah,
that
so
old.
that's if he's that old. Behind say I don't know. So we've
26.
got Kane, we've got Watkins, Ivan
Tony.
Tony. Yeah,
Tony.
Tony. So he's, I think, for English talent in the league at the moment, probably top 5 last season. So
Definitely.
adding that into the Spurs team, I think it's a good signing. I think
Me too.
65 is unfortunately what you pay because he's English.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous, man. How?
I bet you in
that's
2 years' time he's gonna be going to the whatever, the World Cup. I bet you. I bet you he's going to the World Cup in 2 years' time. That's how good he is. I think. I don't know if he plays,
Possible.
but he probably should. We can, because Kane will hopefully be retired by then. Maybe.
No, he won't. Kane's definitely going to the World Cup. He's going to be
Nah,
that
Kane's
stop line.
If
No,
he's still making that World Cup now, then I don't know.
they love
the
him.
man-
For some reason, they love him. They think he's amazing. This flipping someone who can't be replaced.
Kane played as a false CDM at the World Cup for England.
No, he
at the
played as a
Euros for
false
England.
stop line. He played as a flipping bun that didn't move. He just lumped there.
The amount of times I saw that guy as the deepest lying midfielder in the few games that I watched in the Euros was shocking. He is shocking. I don't know. But now these besties was now gone, so maybe he won't get selected again.
This is what he was
so
doing
much.
for the past 2 years. This is what I've been saying. Like that's what he did. But I mean,
You say
know,
that, but he was still the best player. So like,
yeah, that's
maybe
true.
just-
That's
He
true.
still came in with clutch moments for you guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah. I remember
is
seeing
But
him in his first season, and I was like, "This guy's like, he's not gonna do it. He's just doesn't have
said
the
the same,
chops." And he was just proved us all so wrong. So it's actually really sad that he never won a Premier League task. He's kind of gonna be like Gerrard. He is.
Yeah.
He's gonna have the same thing
It's a good shot.
like Gerrard.
he's
Well,
gonna
except Gerrard actually
be
won a Champions League though. So.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
there's.
but I mean, he might win it. He could still
Cup,
win it. He could still win it.
Yeah,
But,
he's
I
got
mean,
those
like
stuff.
he could have stayed and been the best Premier League striker of all time. At 1-0, yeah. But I mean, he could have. I mean, we had a chat on here a few weeks ago about the best midfielders, and I mean, the guys had Gerrard. So
That's true.
he won fuck all. So yeah,
That's
it's an interesting one. I was actually gonna say, are you guys not shocked that Tony hasn't moved? Or is it just me?
I don't know. I think I heard somewhere that he was like there were Saudi teams lining up for him. I'm like, does brother know that if he goes there, it's haram to bet? That nullifies his little hobby outside football. Yeah, I actually thought, but that break really looked like it knocked him because you thought like at the time that came, he was on a good trajectory, and then that break came about, or not break, but banned rather. Let's not sugarcoat it. Guy was banned, and yeah, it just completely knocked him because what I saw last season when he came back, it was a bit shoddy actually. It looked
Yeah, I think also they want too much for him, man. I think they want like 60 million, like same like Solanke.
60.
But they want 60 million.
They probably want more for him than Solanke, to be fair.
Well,
What do
now
you think
that's
he has odds at now? Do you think Tony's going 3-1 that he's gonna be gone in the summer?
I think he'll have to stay.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of a guy that talks out like so much about not wanting to play at Brentford or at any club, and like they still like yes, they welcome him back, they make him the captain of the cheats and all the stuff. It's mad. Whose team is this? Yeah. Whose
yours.
Lekkachi's
What do you
team is
mean?
this?
Daisima wearing
Look
the
at that
Arsenal
team.
kit. Daisima wearing
That team is
Arsenal
winning
kit.
the Premier League. Bruh. Look at that team. That team is winning
It's a
the
kit
Premier
buff.
League.
It's a kit buff.
They
Yeah,
will so
surely.
much scope
I
City.
selected
Yeah.
those Arsenal colors myself. Just by the way.
Thank you. You're very
What's
kind.
going on? What is going on with you, Sia?
And also, can you spell my players' surnames correctly, please? McTominay with a capital T. Come now, get it right. As a belief.
Yo, I'm
He
really
went
tight
through
in here.
so
Put
much
some,
effort.
put some respect on my midfielder's name, man.
Yo.
He's gonna give me 15 goals. Just watch. Also, my manager's Klopper. I know we wouldn't selecting managers, but my manager's Klopper.
Hey, you're the manager.
No, you're the and
No,
plus you can't choose
I'm-
Klopp. Klopp is not a manager in the Premier League anymore. You can't.
Yo, rules.
Ooh,
They
Doesn't
got
work
all
like
the
that.
rules.
okay. I'm the manager. You say, oh dear.
Yeah,
Okay,
you have
so,
to be the
so
manager.
this is Nikita's team. If you guys are happy with this one in the chat, then let her know.
Amizi saying that
Yes, obviously.
the team will be entertaining.
Obviously.
I don't know, entertaining like laughs or entertaining like good football.
A bit of
I
both,
mean,
maybe.
guys, that is a solid centre back pairing. That
That's the only
is
issue for me. It's,
bombing.
If
bombing.
you
Both
guys are
of
going
these
to
guys
know these, I
hamstrings
don't
fall off
think that
like
is
meat
any
at the
confidence.
barbecue. Yeah.
Nah, guys, you guys
Evans was
underrate.
supposed to do his badges and he ended up becoming very important at work, right? Konate hasn't been able to shake that little tweak that he's had in his hamstring for half of the season last season.
I
Yeah.
actually think we should have allowed Nikita to choose
That's
4
why
centre backs because she's gonna need subs.
Where am I gonna need
Okay.
subs? It's just Konate. He just knit one, skip one.
If this is your team,
Yo.
I
Yeah,
think
look at that
Team.
back line. Look at that back line. Like amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
two and
there's a
three.
hole.
Solid stuff there.
There's a bit of a
Two
hole on
and
the
You-
right
you
hand
lucky.
side.
put next to each other
yeah.
because yeah.
And so, what are we doing? So, my Nketiah is just running straight through Casemiro because he got kneecaps for biscuits for kneecaps.
No.
Martinez will not make
As you know,
quick sticks.
Trent Alexander-Arnold, he comes into midfield. So I'm actually playing
Oh.
with four
Oh, right.
centre mid.
So you're actually playing with a back three.
No. That is the worst thing I've heard. I refuse to accept
You
that.
have to be ahead of
Don't
the
give me
game.
that
You have
bullcrap,
to.
please. No,
Oh, no,
as
I'm sorry.
a supervisor, of this
I think this
draft
team is getting
situation-
relegated. This team is getting
Draft
relegated.
strategy. Draft strategy.
This
You
team
pick a right
is
back
gonna
and
get
you offer
18
mid.
points. 18 points.
Two for the price of
19
one.
for Ipswich. Nah, I'm moving on.
They're gonna try and take
Oh.
on that Derby record, like most losses, most goals conceded, most.
That's
yeah.
Nikita's team with Evans and Konate.
Look, I'll be honest. If you're gonna
Oh,
tell
God.
me that you bring Trent into the midfield, I'm relegating this team to last.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Riaz.
No
Also,
chance.
it would look
No
really
chance.
nice on you, a nice fur shirt. That would look very nice. And I'm just saying, just put it. Look very nice on you. If you were wondering about which team
I
to
mean,
vote
here
for.
we have it.
Raymond's wondering.
Here we have
Yo.
it.
There we
From-
go.
From
I feel
Ronnie
like this is
Senior.
obviously biased. This is very biased, obviously, against me. I
No,
feel
but
like there's some
that's-
nepotism happening here.
Look, that's a Liverpool fan saying that Evans and McTominay will definitely make the team worse. So he's
Yeah.
speaking of
Yeah,
a
but it wasn't
bias.
the Liverpool team, Donovan.
Of
Come
on,
hating
Donny.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
hey,
hates
any-
United. He's not gonna.
Sorry, man. If,
You know,
just-
I thought myself and Dan were like Gasser.
Nah,
Then yours got it.
I thought we were there until that.
Just to answer Damon's question there, where's Darwin? Darwin should be starting. He's actually the hired help, so he's actually security for all of the players' families and stuff. So he's row one, protecting any fights, any.
Look, Damon, I agree with you. I'm shocked that nobody picked him, and I think it was because that nobody wanted to eat the woodwork and they actually wanted to score a goal. I'm not 100% sure if that was the case.
Can
But I think.
Can somebody pull up the most balanced team that's actually going to win the league, please?
Wait, hold on.
Please.
Just AF quickly.
Let's be serious now.
Who did you miss out on that you wanted that you couldn't get? I couldn't get to ask you this while you were busy formulating this.
Onana.
You did have Onana?
Declan Rice.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I was
both of you
also saying
wanted
Rice.
Declan.
We really wanted
Yeah.
Rice, guys.
It was supposed to be
Rice
Kobe
is the staple of
and
any
Rice together,
diet.
but
Okay?
then Rice was
Staple of
taken.
any diet. And that's why
Sorry, I
it's so
didn't know your
important.
name was Gareth Southgate. Boring.
Yeah. If
Okay.
he had a chance, he would have tried to sneak Jude Bellingham in here. I know.
No chance.
Harry Kane playing as a fifth centre back there.
You might as well
Yo.
play Harry Kane as right back and then have him put into the midfield rather than
Yeah, no,
same thing.
exactly.
Really.
Yeah.
That was his
Okay.
average position, wasn't it?
Look,
Yeah.
the theme for this was Arsenal, United, and Liverpool. So even if
fair,
Harry Kane
sorry.
was in the Premier League, he still wouldn't be included in this.
Yeah, that's
Unless
no. We
he-
were just saying sorry. I apologize. Anyways, let's move on to Jason's team. Jason, how
this
was
is money bags, dog. This is money bags. Even with the ringleader standing keeper, right? This is money bags.
I don't know what you're doing here. We're just gonna score up the wings, obviously. Crosses into the box.
I think
Gabriel can't
you
hit it.
have-
Doesn't he only win 30% of his aerial duels? I mean, really no.
But he's still in the team that had the most clean sheets last season, so he can lose all the headers he wants.
Yeah, but he's playing with Virgil, who didn't have the most clean sheets last season. Psych.
But
Yeah, but
you said Virgil's the best. So I've got the best, isn't it?
if this team goes 2-0 down, you know Bruno Fernandes is tripping everybody known to man on the opposition.
No, but you see, so this is what I had accounted for, right? You have Odegaard with his little hair thing, and you've got Bruno with his little microaggressions.
Odegaard in the face.
Yo, my friend, if that were the case, United would have had a dub against us last season, but it wasn't.
Don't worry.
That's not an attack on you. That's an attack on the United fans. Cheers.
And he's coming for you, eh?
Pure entertainment, right? We've got Jesus. Jesus entertained, right?
So how are you gonna score? What is scoring other than penalties from Bruno?
We've got a very high scoring midfield. Yeah, and that's all I need. Okay. No further questions, Yana.
Yeah, you have Virgil and Gabriel scoring headers from corners. I mean,
you're not getting corners against my wingback, so I don't know what you're doing. So
yeah, you'll get it from your
Johnny
Evans.
The winning team is
probably.
Yeah, let me tell you, Johnny Evans is gonna get so nervous, he's gonna kick the ball out for a corner. As soon as he sees the South Americanness that's gonna be pressing him, Garnacho Martinez, he's gonna kick the ball out. Sub.
Look, I think no matter South American or not, if he sees another player coming towards him, Evans is going to kick it out for a corner. No matter who it is that's going to come towards him.
It doesn't matter. Why does it matter? Whoever got that centre back there with Evans. I mean, they're strong in the air. It doesn't matter. My wingbacks on the attack. Most Salah. Guys, like there's absolutely at no point after I chose Salah that you could honestly think that you would have the best score. Honestly. Like, my man is like top 10 Premier League of all time, 100%. Like, move on with your lives.
Okay,
man.
so
one player don't make the team though, unfortunately.
Guys, last call.
Yeah.
For the chat to vote.
Okay.
We're gonna go Team Nikita.
Okay.
Team AF or Team Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should post it online as well.
Hello, you can't vote for yourself. What nonsense is this?
Of course you can. You think that Cyril Ramaphosa didn't vote for himself?
Stop the count.
Look, my jurisdiction has now ended.
Yay! Come on, Riaz, honestly.
I think YouTube is going to pick that up that it's a bot or something.
My honest opinion. You really want my honest opinion?
I'm friends with Elon. I'm friends with don't worry.
Let me look at this let me try and look at this like objectively.
There's a
yeah, but just remember you will look very nice in the new Spurs jersey. So I'm just saying.
So my issue currently, oh man, my issue currently is that I feel like the issue with Jason's team is the forwards, obviously. I think he's pretty solid.
The issue with Jason's team is the midfield. It's too thin. You have one hole.
Just because
No.
you got
This
stocky
creativity
midfielders
is
doesn't
not
mean my midfield is thin. Okay,
No,
Casemiro
no.
might have dropped a few.
He has
He's still a
Jason
whole
has the best
you
midfield.
can run
Like
through that
objectively,
midfield easily.
no ways. Jason has the
You
best
only
midfield.
have Declan Rice there to break up play.
Yeah, that's all he needs. What more does he want?
Uh,
It's all he
not having
needs.
it. Not
In
having
this
it.
day and age, if you only have one line of security, people's gonna break into your house. That's how I've got a back four. Strong.
That's just because we live
Okay?
in South Africa. These people
Strong.
live in the UK. They're fine.
We've
Obviously,
seen what's been happening in the UK recently. It's wild.
Yeah.
obviously, Nikita is the best forwards, I
Everything.
suppose. The forwards I like a lot.
And wing back combination. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
That's
wing-back
close. That's
combination.
close. It's close for between Nikitas and Jason's. It's close.
And
The
AF.
wing-back combinations. No.
AF.
Timber.
You have
You
the
haven't
worst.
even
The
seen
worst
Timber
wing-back
play.
in the world.
We
Yeah,
haven't
that's
even
true.
seen Timber play, the man.
That's
You've
true.
seen
like,
her.
how can
Now
we-
that's fine and all, but you've seen McTominay play and you still selected him. So I'm
I
fine
think
with
my
Yuri and
squad-
Timber playing there. I'm
You're
paid.
gonna concede
That man's
goals.
body
You're gonna
pain.
concede goals, bro. You're gonna concede.
Let's
How
see.
Conor Bradley gonna run a right
Just
pass?
to FIFA.
Mo Salah gonna freak him.
And if I'll give you guys also like some sort of kudos, is I think you guys have the most balance, I guess, out of the entire. Like your balance is probably the best.
I call
I'll
that a
give you
win. I call that a win.
The
Hey,
problem
put
is
your
that
team up there again, please, man. Let me just see, because I don't know.
I think he has the
Zippy
best
saying
balance.
that Ayers wins a community shield. Now everybody knows
Yeah.
that that's a curtain laser and that doesn't count. So fine. Right? Okay, so that's league champs. Okay, fine, yeah. Oiland,
Okay,
okay.
so I win,
Um,
obviously, because I have the most votes.
I can agree because you got I don't know.
His
Look,
team is the most balanced. It's the most balanced. I might not
no,
win.
bro.
This team.
So if AF saying that my midfield is thin, no?
No, his midfield is trash.
His
I'm not gonna say
midfield is so then it can't be balanced, then isn't it?
no, it's balanced
His
because
midfield is trash.
it is trash.
If we going on Mason Mount now, who just about found his form in the 89th minute of the 38th game of last season, you can't base me that is balanced, man. Then that's
like just in terms of the general, like if everybody played at the best that they could in all three teams, his team is the most balanced. Like he has the right players in the right places.
Okay, so it's gonna be
you know,
0-0 draw is boring. It doesn't win the league. Whose
that's
team
what I
wins
mean.
the league? Then?
I agree. If you're going to ask me whose team wins the league, I'm going to have to agree with Danielle. I'm going to have to agree with Ziad.
Check here.
And I'm going to say
Check
that
here.
Jason's team wins it.
this isn't a
There
paid
won't be
promotion. Huh?
there won't be any nil-nils because as you can remember last season, Trossard came clutch 89th minute, 90th minute, 91st minute. That's what's gonna happen here. You know,
Yeah,
the
but
guys
what
gonna
I'm
find
seeing
too
now,
much money.
what I'm seeing is Shaw, Martinez, Mount, Hoyland injured. Now, this common factor that I'm seeing is Gary O'Driscoll. Now, if he's your head coach, my friend, you aren't winning anything, not even a training game.
Check here. I'm
Yeah,
not
nah.
bringing Gary O'Driscoll in. I'm bringing Ziad Parker.
Oi,
Oh, nice.
Ziad
Higher
Parker was
kineticist
my bio.
qualification.
I was injured for 3 years straight. Okay, my hamstrings gave in the same.
No, not
So
Ziad
there-
catching strays in the comments.
There you have it. There you have it.
Look, we'll post this as well, just for like vibes and see what people think.
Yeah, let's see what the reaction would be to that.
But I think, honestly, when I actually saw the pool of players that were available for you guys to choose from, considering that it was Liverpool, United, and Arsenal, it's quite shallow. The squads that you guys had to choose from, like it wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the reason why City wins the league for 4 years in a row.
Yeah, because this is number 2, 3, and 4 in the league. This is like the second, third, and fourth best teams that.
Wait,
is in the
United
league.
finished sixth. How are they fourth?
You know,
You just
just
give
take
him
the
a
win when I
automatic
give it to you.
grade.
Just take the win when I give it to you, please. But I mean, like where they're supposed to be. Let me put it that way. So that's a fair statement. I think that it's hectic. It shows the state of kind of where the Premier League is at and why City kind of destroy. Because I think that City's second squad would probably be better than any of the teams that you guys were able to put up. And that's not a knock on you guys. It's a knock on the players that you had to choose from. So it's a bit rough, unfortunately. But I think you guys did well with the nonsense that you guys got. I commend you guys. Unfortunately, you guys weren't able to pick the exact teams that you wanted, but you guys did well. It was very well done.
I still think I have the best team. My team is the only chance of winning the Premier League and contesting Manchester City. Hashtag just saying. But I really do think next time we need to not be able to select from our own teams that we support. That will be cool.
That's a good point, and I think that we will do that.
You can only select from rival teams.
You can,
well, they
or
will
you can
probably
only
be,
select from promoted teams.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness me.
Right.
I've always
What
thought
happened?
that they would bill us from Southampton's One for the Future, so it's fine. Cheers.
Don't give me that.
No, he's gonna play for
FPL
Liverpool. Liverpool B.
Yeah.
But anyways, is that us for today? Is that us for today? Do we have any last comments that we want to share, or anything like that before we sign out? Lovely.
I think Jason's comment that he hasn't kicked the ball since working with Ziad needs a special mention.
Yeah. Yeah, he's supporting us here in the chat and he's just catching straight. Jeez.
Nah, obviously it wasn't Ziad, it was all me, to be honest. But thanks for. I was leading that way so that I could thank everybody that was in the comments tonight. And for sticking by us. We'll try and upload this to the socials, right, AF, and then we see what garners the most votes. But yeah, shout out for all the love and shout out for the neutral Spurs guy. Thought you'd have sided with more of the Arsenal guys, to be honest, because it's from North London, by the way. It is what it is.
I did pick your team though. I did say your team was the best. Come on. I gave everybody compliments that nobody could hate me. That's the most Spurs and neutral thing that I could do.
That's the most Spurs thing ever. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, literally.
Jason, where can people find you? Please give us the socials.
Yeah, it's only on social. They're not on the football field anymore. So it's at Jason_Ronnie. Yeah, that's right. That's correct. On all of the major ones. Yeah.
AF, up to you.
Yeah, at AF Parker 642 on all socials. Now that the Olympics is over, I'm looking for things to watch at night. Probably gonna watch the Umbrella Academy.
Quicker through.
Yeah. Like stop with those pregnant pauses there.
I think the pause is because your connection is bad.
No, there's pauses there.
We all got it.
Fine, but I need to binge Umbrella Academy and I need to wait for more series to come out because I need to fill my time somehow now. Rings of Power is coming out soon, if you want to recommend things for me to watch on Amazon, on Netflix, on Disney Plus, maybe, I don't know.
Definitely not Deadpool and Wolverine.
Why?
I don't want to
It's
get
amazing.
into
I
that.
watched it twice. 2 times.
I didn't laugh once. My socials are, as you can see on screen, at @amcotrading __play.
There we go.
Perfect.
So, plug for our sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors, Amco Trading, which is obviously me. I manage all their social media.
And you say that, and Mubin's not even in the chat.
Yeah.
Guys, I know when I have a job to do here, but you can legit find me at Kita __ on Twitter only, please. Proud Twitter supporter, not calling it X yet.
Thank you. I'm the same. I 100% agree with you. I will not call it X. Thank you very much. Thank you for switching also my thing, because my name is just normal, I guess, under my thing. I should actually change that at some point. But you can message me on Twitter at @Parker_Riaz, on Instagram at RiazParker7. Thank you guys in the chat all for contributing to today's show. It was really, really fun. We really, really enjoyed it. Let us know if we must do more lives, because honestly, this was a vibe. It was really fun. Thanks for sufficiently hating and liking everybody's teams. And follow the channel at Sportycast. Give us a follow, give us a like, share the videos that we post. I think we're gonna be posting one more this week. Are we posting again this week, AF?
End of
One
the
more
week, we're
on-
doing a Premier League preview.
There we go. So look out for that. It's coming up towards the end of the week. And yeah, thank you all for joining. We will see you guys soon. Peace.
Bye.